Hello, goddesses! Welcome back to Habits of a Goddess YouTube channel. So, today we're going to be talking about how I cured and healed my PMS. And this video was actually requested from one of my lovely listeners. She also requested a affirmation around PMS. And if you guys haven't checked out the latest episode on Habits of a Goddess podcast, make sure you guys check it out. The links to the podcast is in the description box. But I did create something for you guys who are looking to meditate and just really channel beautiful energy around that time of the month. Like, we all have it, our feminine cycle, and sometimes we either feel sluggish, low on energy. You may be experiencing irregular periods where you have like really bad cramps, or you could be vomiting or feeling like diarrhea. All of that, those symptoms I've have experienced before, and I'm going to tell you guys that it was from the first time I, started my cycle until I was probably around 23. I think in 2016 is when I really shifted my feminine cycle. Like, it went from excruciating pain where I would pass out, fall out, and people would be calling like the ambulance because I literally would have those symptoms when it was like that time of the month for me. And no one likes to feel horrible on your cycle. Whatever you can do to prevent it. Of course, where you take like medication, or if you're on birth control, or you take like Midol and all that. Those are the things that I did take. Those are the things that was temporary. It was like a temporary fix. And so I want to share with you guys some tips that helped me cure it, where it became a beautiful celebration when it's that time of the month for me. So I have my notes because I like to keep notes and just jot down things that come to my mind when I have just like words and messages to share with you guys. So I will be reflecting on my notes. So the first thing that I did to cure and heal my cycle, my PMS, was changing the way I eat. I know this may be like a no-brainer. It's like, oh, if you eat healthy, right, you're gonna cure whatever it is that's going on with you. But a lot of times it's certain foods that really help you when it's that time of the month. And I didn't really have like a food dietary guideline. I just made a conscious decision that I was going to cut out food that made me feel sluggish, even if it wasn't that time of the month. So the things that I cut out from my eating lifestyle was fried foods. I stayed away from fried foods. I don't even cook fried foods. I don't even like fry chicken or anything like that nature in my house. Like, I literally stay away from fried foods because I don't feel my best when I'm eating and intaking greasy fried foods. Moderation from time to time, if that's something that you're still like craving, I get it. But like, if you can take it out of your diet, if you can take it out of your like eating day-to-day, just lifestyle, I feel like that's gonna really help you longevity. So I'd said no to fried foods. This was like around probably 2016. I made a conscious decision to really say no to fried foods and just make sure that if I eat anything that was like meat-wise, like if it was chicken, or if I eat like fish, or I love seafood, I would make sure that it was either baked or like pan sauteed, or maybe steamed. And so I really made sure, like, a conscious decision to like let go of fried greasy foods, and that really helped. It really did. So changing your eating habits can really make a difference. And I know there's like little sayings like, oh, when it's that time of the month you crave sweets, or you have like that special craving and you just give in. If you can start breaking yourself away from those habits of eating like a lot of sweets or a lot of fried foods, or just like potato chips or whatever it is that you're craving, if you can start training yourself before it's that time of the month, I truly believe that you can really cure those symptoms, because it happened for me. I gave up the junk food, I gave up the fried food, and in moderation from time to time, every blue, like once in a blue moon, I may have like a bag of chips, or I may have like some Pringles or like some sweets, but it's not like a everyday thing for me. It's like very sparse, like out, like maybe a couple of times out the year. So that really helped me. So changing my eating habits. And I will have a little free ebook for you guys in the description box that you can download, just to kind of give you a little guideline of foods that I love to eat, like different fruits, vegetables, that you can like just look at and maybe start incorporating in your eating habits. So I will have that link below for you, just to kind of give you guys like an idea of like what I eat on a day-to-day basis. I love beets. Beets are really great to keep your blood circulating. And so I truly believe like if you can replace those old eating habits with new eating habits that are like give you energy, that's really nutrition to your body, you can start purging out that, you know, cravings that you may have. So changing your eating habits is one of the ways I cured my PMS. Another thing is intaking plenty of water, especially leading up to the day of your menstrual cycle. So I have this app on my phone. It's like period calendar app. You can go to your app store and just find any period tracker that's that you may like, and keep track when your cycle is coming on. When you have an idea when your cycle is about to arrive, make sure you're intaking plenty of water. This helps with cramps. So if you're experiencing like really, really bad cramps, a lot of times you may be feeling dehydrated and your body is just responding to being dehydrated. You may be drinking water and think, oh, I drink water, but maybe you don't drink enough water. And so that was something that I realized that I needed to really intake plenty of water, especially leading up to that time in the month for me, and just continue making sure I'm flushing out, drinking plenty of water on my cycle. So making sure you drink plenty of water is going to really help you with cramps. Also, a banana. A banana is really great for cramps. It's part of like one of the fruits that I love to eat when it's like, especially that time of the month. So I will have like a list, like I said, for you guys in the description of like different eating vegetables and fruits that I love to eat. So the next thing I want to talk about is that celebrating your cycle, instead of kind of feeling shame or feeling like this is like, the unwanted time of the month for you, I want you to take time to like really celebrate when it's that time of the month for you. Like be excited that, oh my God, my cycle is here, you know? The reason why I say this, because I used to wear like old like baggy like sweatpants or t-shirts or like granny panties when it was that time of the month, because I didn't want to like ruin my good clothes, right? Or good underwear, right? And so I remember going to this retreat, and I remember this lady had like this organization where she would celebrate women's, you know, young girls becoming a young woman time of the month. And I remember her saying like, you want to make sure you extra up on self-care and self-love. And so I'm bringing this, you know, to you guys' attention, is to say that when it's that time of the month, make sure you go and get like special pajamas. Maybe that's for dedicated for that week for your for you being on your cycle, and special underwear. But it doesn't have to be like granny panties. It could be really nice cotton underwear that you would wear on a normal basis, but these underwear are just what you use for that time of the week. And then also maybe like having like an extra like self-care in the bath, or you're soaking but you can still take a shower after, because of course we're flushing, we're flowing, so you don't want to just, you know, only soak in the tub. So, you know, maybe soaking in the tub and having like a candle and having like your meditation playing along the way. So just extra up on your self-care and really pamper yourself. I believe it's really, really helpful when it's that time of the month, because you're showing that you appreciate and you love the natural course that your body is doing. So I think that's really important to look at it in a positive way, look at it in a way of celebration, like you're you have life flowing through you, and you are cleansing, and you are welcoming new, into your body. And so I look at it as like, celebrate your womanhood, celebrate the life, the creation force, celebrate the beauty of just being a woman, right? So I hope that tip helps. And if you guys, just go to like maybe like for pajamas, like I love to wear like this brand called Lily Silk. But if you feel like maybe silk is a little bit too much for you to invest in, just really get a nice pair of like cute cotton pajamas that you can really feel extra, like feminine in, and maybe a really nice plush robe I think would be really, really helpful. So to really kind of change your energy and mood around that time of the month for you. So another tip that I want to share with you guys is so this kind of goes with like meditation. I remember doing this over the time whenever it was like really, really excruciating pain for me, is placing your hand over your womb. When you place your hand over your womb, say beautiful affirmations, and also take the time to just really acknowledge the natural course that's going on. Take the time to acknowledge that this is life, this is your womanhood, this is creation, this is beauty, and this is you. This is what makes you uniquely you. And so I like to just take, either your left hand, your right hand, whichever hand you feel comfortable with, and placing it over your womb and just saying like some beautiful affirmations over it. So don't forget, listen to the PMS, Healing Irregular Periods affirmation from Habits of a Goddess, and you can recite those affirmations as you place your hand over your womb to really help you when it's that time of the month. And it really, really helps ease any stress or tension that's in your body. So remember, when you are like pouring out this energy and just restoring and having like the frequency of like just self-love, self-care, and just really feeling the words that you're saying to yourself, you can really shift your mindset. You can really shift from like, oh, I'm in excruciating pain, or oh, this is like, oh, why did it have to come on this day, whatever, to like, I cherish you. I cherish what's going on in my body. I cherish and adore you. So I just want to throw that tip in there, because there were times where I would just literally be falling on the floor and like be in the fetal position, and I realized like, oh my God, I can really set myself up in my bed, have pillows nice plush behind me, and actually take the time like I'm meditating, and just have my hand over my womb and just cite affirmations, and just say like, I am healed, my body is doing its natural course. So just little things like that to me can really shift and make a difference when it's that time of the month. So another tip that I want to say is exercise. This is something I believe, I remember when I played sports, I would play sports when it was that time of the month, and that really helped me. Just, I guess it really helps because like you are using your muscles, you're stretching, you're being active. So things are just naturally flowing as its course. And so I would say, don't stop what you do when it comes to like your wellness, your health. When it's that time of the month, of course, if you are feeling a little tired, fatigued, on the first day, that's understandable. But like if you do yoga or Pilates, I truly believe that really helps you when it's that time of the month for you. Like you are stretching your muscles, but you're also like thinking your body is taking care of you, and you're taking care of your body. So that makes sense. So definitely incorporate some movements, and that your body can like, stretch and just be a little bit more flexible, and just really, help you with your energy overall. So exercising really helps me when it's that time of the month. It can transform from my energy being low to, just boosting it up. So exercise. All right, ladies. I'm trying to think anything else that I may have left out. Oh, I want to say this, and just take this with a grain of salt. This doesn't have to apply to everyone, but I will say this. I remember when I was a senior in high school, I got on birth control because of the bad cycles, the cramps, the vomiting, all of that was just, it was too much for me. And I remember, you know, just peers saying like, oh, if you're on birth control, it helps you with your cycle. And so I was on the Depo shot for years, and I used to take Depo shots, and for some people they gain weight, for some people they're normal. And I remember my OBGYN saying like, you don't want to stay on this too long because it could like prevent you in the future for having kids, or, you know, it's not really good on your bones and stuff like that. And so I remember her telling me that, and I got off of birth control, and I was afraid at first because I was like, wait, this is helping me temporary with my cycle, and if I get off of it, is I'm gonna have really, really bad cramps and on my cycle. And so I gave myself time to really like detox my body. I got off of it, and I will say it was the best decision ever. Like I said, you don't have to apply this to your lifestyle. Just take it with a grain of salt, but this is something that really worked for me. A thing that I thought was going to help me with my cycles, it was actually temporary crutch for me. So I completely got off of birth control. And of course, if you're using it to prevent from, you know, having kids or whatever, you could just be mindful and use other methods, right? But I'm just sharing this little nugget with you guys because a lot of times certain things we put in our body, it really doesn't help us when it's like comes to like medicine and stuff like that. So I really encourage you guys to do your own research and look for natural ways to heal your body. I'm going to link below my free e-guidebook that you guys can just check out. It's just going to be a list of fruits and vegetables and like superfoods that I eat. And I want to encourage you guys to really, really look and discover new ways to heal your body, especially around that time of the month, in a natural way. I really encourage you guys because at one point I was on the Depo, I was on birth control, and I realized that it's not really good if you desire to have kids one day. It could really be like a conflict in that. And so I wanted to really start fresh and start clean and really cleanse out my body and really be mindful what I store and, you know, replenish my body with. So I just want to share that little nugget with you guys. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. I understand everyone is on birth control for different reasons, but if I can just share with you guys a personal story, personal journey that has helped me cure my PMS. I no longer have cramps. I have the best periods ever. Like I said, I shared on an IG story, on a scale 1 to 10, my pressure level would be like a 3, and that's like on the first date. I feel like it's just because it is just, you know, it's starting, and naturally just the pressure is flowing out. And so but that's it. I may feel a little fatigued, but it doesn't last long, and that's usually just on the first day. And so just along with eating healthy, the different foods I'm going to have for you guys in the Eat Guidebook, and just really exercising and really extraing up on my self-care, meaning taking bubble baths, lighting a candle, lighting a Habits of a Goddess candle that you guys can get in the description box, and just really playing either meditation guides, and just really taking that time to just acknowledge the womanhood, acknowledge what's going on in my body, and letting it flow and just run its natural course. So I hope this video helped you guys who are looking to cure your PMS. And let me know in the comments if you have irregular periods and you tried some of this method and it's helping you. Let me know if your periods are just great, wonderful. Please share tips that you do for the ladies that are looking for extra tips. So if you feel like I left out anything, let me know in the comments below. And I love that you guys are requesting topics around this, because I feel like this is a community of women, and, you know, whatever I can do to help and extend, you know, my wisdom on, I am all for it. So thank you, and I'll see you lovely goddesses in the next video. Bye, goddesses.